I mean,
What's
like, do
cool?
you just mean because a member left?
Did you? Never mind. I'm gonna keep all this in. I'm keeping all this.
Good.
What,
Cole wants this. He's done this multiple times.
I know. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Three Idiots Talking podcast. Hope you guys have been having a good one. Today, we are here with another Pink Floyd album, the fifth in their discography. We are here with Atom Heart Mother. Now, I have no idea what I'm going to title this video, but the title of our stream is Pink Floyd, I can speak English well, Cult Classic. And the reason I think we were struggling to come up with a title for this stream, the main reason we went with this is because a lot of people probably don't talk about this one as much as they should, but the Pink Floyd diehards seem to love this album for different reasons. Everyone seems to have that I'm aware of, and Noah, correct me where I go wrong here, but everyone seems to have a different reason they like this album. There's not a whole lot of similarities. But why should people care about Atom Heart Mother, Noah? Why does it matter to the Floyd fan base?
Well, it has their first epic. That's pretty cool.
There you go.
I mean, it's the album where they really brought themselves back together. This is their first good album as a unit without Sid Barrett. And, I mean, they tend to go in a different style. It's a lot more laid back, a
Right.
lot less electric. And, I'm a fan of that.
Are we starting to get into more? I don't even want to necessarily, because they've been doing psychedelic
It's starting to sound proggier.
getting more proggy. Okay, now it's the shortest Floyd album
In my opinion.
so far, not lengthwise, but song-wise, the shortest amount of songs they've had at only 5. Came out in 1970. When did Uma Guma come out? Because that's the one we just did.
Year before.
Year before. Okay, so they weren't wasting any time. Second album with Gilmore, correct? Or third?
This is
Third album with Gilmore. All right. So it's 5 songs, but it's
Well, actually, wait. No, it's number 4.
This is 4.
4.
Yeah,
He
I
has
forgot
only
that.
Wow.
set on Piper.
Oh.
I forgot about more.
Oh
Always
yeah, the
forget about more.
soundtrack. So, okay, right. So all right, it's 5 songs. It's 52 minutes long. So we have 2 songs that go double-digit length. One which goes 23 minutes. The title track. That's the epic I think you were referring to.
Yep.
Outside of that, there is one song on here that is sort of a very unique song, but we're gonna save our opinions for that till the end. But we were talking about this before we started recording. This album cover, quite unique for any band. Just a cow looking back at them. Very, it's odd. It's peculiar. We've had a couple peculiar album covers from Pink Floyd so far, and they're gonna keep doing that the rest of their discography. So I think it's kind of unique. But
I don't understand anything about the title.
yeah, that is one. But what does Atom Heart Mother mean?
No idea.
I don't think we have anything else to talk about it because it's just time to get into it. 5 songs, 52 minutes. Atom Heart Mother, Pink Floyd's 5th album, starting with title track, which has no lyrics, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. No real words spoken. Actually, no. There's 4 words spoken.
After the wall, things started falling. Stuff kind of fell off.
Four words on this whole song. None of them spoken by the band. Spoken by the composer.
The final cut sucks. All right, telling us like it is.
It's true. It's terrible.
It's this Roger Waters solo released under the Pink Floyd name.
I mean, you could say the same thing about The Wall.
What is with the way they've used their instruments where it's like slightly off at some notes? Just a little out of tune on some of them.
I mean, stop saying out of tune. Out of tune means something very differently. Very differently. Very different. Adam Hartman from a newspaper headline.
The title was about an atomic pacemaker. Oh, let me turn Cole up because I know it's quiet for stream. 808 Bear has not heard this album. Well, welcome to the stream. You picked a great time to join.
The horses.
Swans.
And then a fucking like motorcycle comes in at one point. They were getting a little goofy.
Yeah, it's a little experimental.
What a banging melody.
I gotta agree with that. This melody slaps.
So grand.
Hell yeah, E.T. Field.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Hell yeah.
Oh, swans.
Get this normie out of here.
Has this album See Emily Play?
No.
No. See Emily Play was a non-album single.
Oh. Swan
Unfortunately, because that's actually a really good song.
Well,
they
Mark,
should have put on Piper.
if you stay around long enough, you're gonna hear multiple times Swan get mentioned because these two love him. Is that a Swan sweater? Butcher?
Mhm.
Wow, look at that.
Don't I, E.T. Field? Don't I have great taste?
This is like a chill but like entertaining keyboard melody right here.
Cute little arpeggios from Richard. This slide guitar solo. Bust. What a tone.
Now, just for the record, Gilmore is on guitar here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Davey Gilmour has been playing guitar and will continue to play guitar on every Pink Floyd song.
Oh, that is so good. Alright, we cranking this bitch up, Chad. Still though, it's not as loud as I want it. That's an interesting question there, Wild Palms. You know what? Since this poll seems to be going heavily towards the no section, I'm gonna make that question a poll question.
Gilmour.
Roger Waters on vocals. Voice of an angel.
Yeah. For sure.
I was thinking about saying to Ryan, that's Nick Mason on vocals as a joke.
I would
Seeing
have
if he would've
believed
believed
it.
it.
I would
That
have.
would be
Why
insane.
would I not have? I don't memorize these motherfuckers except for two.
Ooh, the solo crew question. That is so easy. Didn't even put Richard Wright in the conversation.
Well,
What
he
the
didn't
fuck?
ask about Richard, right?
Man.
I also didn't know Richard Wright had a solo career. This is beautiful.
I own myself a Richard Wright record. Big fan.
Can't do the Roger Waters solo stuff. His singing is so bad.
So far, chat's agreeing with you. I once thought Roger, but after seeing him miming, I was sad. What?
Is he miming live now?
Oh no. Noah, I hope you don't mind if I go first on this track.
I would love to see you go first. See what the fuck you're gonna do.
No, AT Field. I don't think his singing gets before the wall. Roger Waters' singing to me is just really inconsistent. It does peak on Animals, I would say, but once you get to the wall and everything after for Roger Waters, his vocals are atrocious.
Ooh. Dole Squolney with an interesting opinion right there. Interesting take. I'm sorry, I know I'm probably mispronouncing your name, but I don't know how to pronounce it. So is this just all the boys harmonizing here, or?
No.
I don't think this is any of them.
Yeah, no.
It's just a choir.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Nick Mason.
He's
So
doing
he's
all the
overdubbed.
voices.
Yeah.
Spotify's Nick Mason section is just this.
It's going on a little long.
We're almost out of it.
Oh my god, we're 9 minutes in. I thought we were like 12. At least. Okay. That
Rough mixing.
yeah,
Really
that-
rough
that's
mixing.
what I was gonna say. Main thing I wanted to talk about in this song.
The drums sound so...
They're terrible.
Flat.
They sound terrible.
They don't sound terrible.
Well, he's playing them well, but they sound bad. They sound like they're under a pad. Like under
They don't
pillows.
sound bad. They just don't sound as good as they could be.
I mean, to be fair, this whole song sounds like it's recorded under pillows. It's very weird.
Oh yeah.
Not what I would call an awesome transition.
But
Very
it
abrupt.
goes into one of the best parts of the song, so it's okay.
It was a very abrupt transition.
We get one of the first truly great David Gilmour solos.
Do we? Do we really?
Is Gilmore playing
I
bass?
don't know about that. He's not.
I'm not sure.
Solo.
I'm not sure if he's playing bass here. It could be. He always could
Well,
be.
you said solo. Oh,
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet.
okay. I was assuming it was a bass. Got a little swing to it. Tiny bit.
That's why it's funky dung.
Ooh. Wait, you said funky dung. Is that a real
Yeah. That's what this section's called.
thing? Really?
Yeah.
What? That's wild. AT
forgot.
Field, the real MVP,
I
posting the
forgot one
parts.
part. I forgot one part's called Breast Milky.
What? Was that on like their music sheet or something?
Mind your throats, please. That's a word.
That's funny.
String of words right there.
How did they say this, or who came up with these, or did they?
I'm sure they came up with them after they wrote it.
Funky Down. What's up, Sandra? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if I've seen you before.
This part's so cool. Big fan.
It's probably the first time I've ever heard a groovy psychedelic song or prog song.
I mean,
I'd go closer to
it
psychedelic
was
than prog.
kind of groovy.
And it was grooving.
There's funk elements to this for sure.
I'm aware of what they were trying to do. I don't know how well they nailed it, though.
Imagine being in a dingy London club listening to this on acid. Wow, that's
Dingy.
specific.
Weird.
That sounds pretty fun. Oh boy.
Who is that?
Swan's reference?
I wonder if
What in
Swan's
the
thought about
tribal
this.
fuck is going on right now?
I would so not be surprised if this song influenced like a couple songs on TV Guide.
You're a big fan of that tribal nature.
Wow. Imagine these are just some of the worst like lyrics you've ever read in their native language.
Their native language is made up. They are saying gibberish right now.
I thought they were speaking something actually
No.
real. Oh, never mind that.
Oh, bust. I still remember every part. So proud of myself. Oh, this part right here. About to blow.
Indeed, Daryl is.
That's wild.
It's like a upgraded version of that first part.
Yep. Pretty much.
Oh, those horns! Who is playing those horns?
Session musicians.
Orchestra?
Damn.
Why is that disappointing?
I was just
Here we go.
hoping a Floyd member was just
Nick
absolutely
Mason.
killing it.
I was gonna say
Oh,
Nick Mason every
He's a
time.
little occupied.
Well, that was
Nick
too
Mason's
short.
wife.
That was just
She
too
upgraded
short.
Nick Mason's wife upgraded from playing the tin whistle to playing the entire orchestra.
Man, that was too short. I wish I had gone on for like 30 more seconds.
The engineer was Alan Parsons. Alan Parsons is a pretty cool guy.
You have this
Got
on
some
your
solid
playlist
albums.
to annoy your neighbors?
I'm sure they're very confused when the tribal chanting comes in. I think you're doing a
Should put this
ritual
part
at
on
your house.
high. Oh. You know what this sounds like? It sounds like when you get
AT
a... Go ahead.
AT Field, no, I'm pretty sure it was done with a real orchestra. Because they actually had like a, I don't know the term for the guy that leads the orchestra.
Composer.
They had a composer come in and like do the whole score and everything while they were on tour.
conductor.
Yeah,
That
one of the two.
sound when it was like peaking sounded like when your PC like blue screen of deaths on you for a minute there. Just like
That happened to me a couple days ago.
it happened to me today. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I was a little
Out
confused.
of thin air. And I was like, the fuck, this is a new computer.
Minutes in, we're almost to the first real understandable words spoken in the song.
They got too heavily influenced by horror movies.
I do not think that was me, Hugo, because I'm not 100% sure what that word is.
Leitmotifs? Light motifs? I don't know.
Leitmotifs?
Ooh,
I thought that's how you could say it.
That's probably it.
I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to be wrong and sound like a fucking idiot.
Oh,
I've heard of motifs before. I don't know what the light before it is.
Silence in the studio? Alright, we'll shut up for a little bit.
No, that's a reference to the song.
Oh, I was about to say, there's nothing really special happening right now.
Well, I'm okay with silencing for what's about to come.
See, now this is stupid. This is just
It's like
random things.
it's phasing through all the different parts of the song that have happened. It's pretty cool. They just keep edging you. Like...
Silence in the studio.
See, that's too short. Oh. Oh, whoever this is killing it.
What if I told you this exact part has already happened before on the song? Getting a little lost in the sauce, aren't you?
There was no violin earlier.
Yeah, there was. Within like the first 5 minutes of the song.
It must have been very short.
It was the same exact part.
No way. I recognize violin so easily. It's one of my favorite instruments.
I've listened to this song plenty of times.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just can't believe I would have missed it. That's a cello, not a violin.
Cello, sorry.
Alright, well,
I
fair enough.
apologize. And that slide guitar comes back in again.
Mark V, anytime you get to say that Ryan is wrong, by all means, go ahead.
What a tone.
You're welcome.
awesome.
I'm reeling it in.
Did not remember how good that ending was. Holy cow. What a cool...
Me too, Hugo.
I don't even know the
actually.
proper term there to say that, but all right, okay.
Bitches.
Well, that was Adam Hart Mother. What a song. As Noah pointed out before we started this is their Pink Floyd's first epic, and wow, what a banger start to your epics, I guess. They do obviously do more epics throughout their rest of their discography, most notably on the next album, I believe, correct? Echoes? Is that the next album?
Mm-hmm.
Metal is the next
Metal
one.
is the next one. So clearly they have found, when they were starting to make Adam Hart Mother, they clearly found a certain sound or style that they enjoyed doing at least once an album. So props to 23 minutes long. Most songs like this, they lose interest in something at some point in time. There's like a period of dullness where you're just like, okay, this next 3 to 4 minutes, not the best. I can't wait to get back to the other thing. I'll give Pink Floyd credit. They didn't have anything too dull that I lost interest in. Really, anytime there was a dull period or something that fell apart a little bit, like at 20 minutes when they started going back through all the different styles or different sounds they had throughout, but they never did it too long. It was quick. It was only like 30 to 45 seconds, and then they transitioned. The transitions weren't great. They definitely could have been better, but two things I wanted to talk. One, the mixing. Massive problem, especially the drums in particular sounded so faded, sounded so padded down, quiet, filtered, whatever you would like to call it. Not a fan of how they recorded most of the instruments here. The horns sounded good, even great at times, but the rest of the instrumentals were just kind of lacking. Gilmour's solo was great. I don't know how many solos he has in his career or as in Pink Floyd, so I can't really rank this because I haven't probably heard all of them, but it's definitely up there. Top 10 for sure. It's really good. I'm enjoying that solo. Cole gave me a weird ass look like top 10 was a horrible take. Okay, both of you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not. So one other thing I wanted to point out about this, I like the experimentation they did. I thought it was a little much at times, and I wish the mixing was a lot better. It certainly fell flat on the mixing angle. Production and all that type of stuff, especially considering their first couple albums were far better mixed, or the first few albums before this. I think this deserves a solid 8. Noah.
Now this is how you write an epic. Especially if you have an epic with reoccurring parts. You either have to write a part good enough to be repeated consecutive times if you're going to have repeating parts, or you need to have slight variations of it or improve upon it. Pink Floyd does both of those things. The reoccurring parts, they either make these really slight changes that I find very interesting to try and pick out when listening, or they add on to it, like near the end when they Added some horns onto that the slide guitar solo. Um, yeah, I'm a massive fan of this song. It is amazing. There's only really one issue is the mixing at points can be a little rough, but I mean still it's an amazingly written song, and I've grown to appreciate the. I'm just gonna guess that it's the fifth part where they just start getting a little psychedelic and circulating
Yeah, no, that
different
was
parts
the
of the
worst
song.
part.
I've grown to appreciate that more and more over the years. There's something about it. I don't know. I think it does a really good job building tension with a really grand ending it has.
Building tension. All right.
I would go a 9.
Wow. I mean, I can't say I didn't expect a high rating, but that is higher than I thought. All right, Cole. You just shook your head a couple times during that.
I will say that there are several really good moments in this song. Um, the horn melody is really great, as a great horn melody. Perhaps they could have built into that a little more than they did. Just made it bigger or whatever. I don't know. I'm not here to give them tips. Um, I just think the things that are good here are not good enough to justify a 23.5 minute runtime because, like, I don't really ever feel any desire to listen to this song again. I don't think it's a bad song by any means, but just not good enough to, like, come back and listen to the whole thing.
Sure.
I think there's moments on this song. I think the solos they're okay. I wouldn't call them like wildly memorable guitar solos. And a couple of the movements last a little longer than I think they should have, and they don't transition super great. And obviously the mixing isn't ideal. But it's still a decent song. I certainly don't dislike it, and I think it has mostly good parts. I'm just not like that wildly impressed by any of them, especially not enough to like be like, yeah, I want to listen to that 23-minute Pink Floyd song where it has a bunch of good moments. So I'm feeling like a 7 to a 7.5.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would 100% agree about one thing you said. It is, I didn't even really think about it. It is too long. 23 minutes for this is just too long a runtime. There's parts that could be taken out and make this a bit better.
I'm gonna correct him for him.
Mm.
He probably didn't mean remove parts. He probably meant shorten parts. Because if you were to remove a part of that song,
it would fuck with the structure quite a bit. If you just would for removing things, they'd have to write something else to like transition it.
Yeah, exactly. But they could definitely shorten the chanting section down a bit. That's the main one that comes to mind to me.
All right, it is time to move on, but actually real quick, fuck it, we'll just move on to If. But I did want to put up a new poll because this poll went favorably for Mr. Gilmore having the better solo career.
If I were a swan, I'd be gone.
Oh, shut up.
Back up.
It's supposed to be intimate.
Okay, well,
you
just get better at singing.
Oh, come on.
I have to put the lyrics on the screen, my fault.
And if I were a good man, I'd talk with you more often than I do.
Is this Gilmore singing?
No, unfortunately.
I had a feeling it wasn't. Ooh. This is definitely water.
They found the reverb setting.
I could hide. If I go insane, please don't put your wires in my brain.
What?
That's such a weird lyric, but I like it.
It is a weird. That bass guitar is so odd, yet somehow fits really well.
If I were the moon, I'd be cool.
Oh, that reminds me.
If I were a rule, I would bend. If I were a good man, I'd understand the spaces between friends. If I
Can't find
were
it.
alone, I would cry. And if I were with you, I'd be home and dry. And if I go insane, will you still let me join in with the game?
I might have a crazy take after this song.
If I were a swan, I'd be gone. If I were a train, I'd be late again. If I were a good man, I'd talk with you more often than I do.
I did not know that Richard Wright
Wow.
had to tune Roger Waters' bass between takes because he was so. I know he's bad, but I didn't know he was that bad.
All right. You know what? I want Cole's take on this first.
I don't. I'll go first.
Okay. All right. No, laying down the law.
Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. Okay. Anyway, let's get the real opinion about the song.
Oh boy.
Great song. Very good song.
I'm
It's very-
sad now.
Very intimate and personal.
Mm-hmm.
Feels very heartfelt. I am happy that Roger sung it because I feel like he's a little bit better at conveying emotion when he sings. At least multiple different emotions compared to David Gilmour. That's at least just how I feel, even though David's a much better singer. The guitar parts are great. I like how the bass gets a little bit more active during the instrumental sections, starts bouncing around a bit. Keeps it very interesting. It's a good song. 8.5.
Wow. Cole, would you like to respond to Mr. Noah's claim that his take was actually the correct one?
Oh boy.
No, that was malarkey. Especially the thing about Roger Waters conveying more emotion when he sings.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I think this would be a pretty damn good song if Roger Waters didn't sing it. I don't like how close he is to the mic. It gets to a point where it's almost like ASMR-esque, and that irritates the hell out of me. And beyond that, I just don't like his vocal tone, like really at all. He's not a singer, at least not yet. He's just not much of a singer. Outside of that wasn't even words. Outside of that, I mean, the lyrics are there's some lyrical moments here. I wouldn't say it's super consistently interesting or has amazing lyrics, but
No
there's
lyrical
solid.
miracles here.
No, there's some good moments, but it's a bit inconsistent. I don't think he's quite hit his peak yet lyrically. Melodically it's good. But just don't like Roger's vocal performance. Don't like how close he is. Don't like his vocal tone. Yeah, I'm feeling like a 5.5 to a 6.
Woo! Holy discrepancy. My goodness. Okay, well.
That hurts.
I completely forgot about this song on this album from the first time I listened to it. I mean, Cole's right about the way he's singing. It's certainly too close to the mic, and it sounds like he's like right here talking in my ear. Sweet Nothings, and I would have preferred Sweet Nothings compared to what he was doing. We hit 1,300 subs. Wow, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much appreciated. I'll cut my own opinion off right away. 1,300 subs, and we hit 1,000 like a month and a half ago. That is well done. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, now that I got that out, what I was gonna say is that I thought the lyrics on this were good. I actually disagree with Cole.
I didn't say they were bad.
Okay, but you kind of put them down a little bit more than I would have. I thought, this is my crazy take, and maybe I'm just not remembering the first 4 albums very well. I thought this might be the best lyrics they've wrote so far.
No, absolutely not.
Well, can you name a song that had better?
Green is the color. Cymbeline.
I'll give you Cymbeline, but this might be number 2.
I'm taking both without a question.
I think this is top-notch lyric writing so far in their discography.
If I were a train, I'd be late.
It's for what he's portraying. Look, he's not singing it well. If he was singing it better,
so dumb.
If he was singing it better, I think the lyrics would be more impactful. But the lyrics are there, and I think they're well written. I mean, one thing Roger Waters we all give credit for, he's good at writing lyrics. I think we, for the most part, give credit to him for that.
He will?
Yeah, but I thought this is sort of a intro into what we'll see in the future. I think 5.5 to 6 is a little low. I don't have any problem with the instrumental per se. I do think Roger Waters kind of dampens this a lot. I think Noah's a bit cracked at the 8.5. So I was going to go 6.5 from the get-go, and I'm still going to go there. I think it had a lot more potential with a better singer. I think the lyrics make more impact. I think you're less cringing at the right here sound effect that's going on. And overall, I don't agree with Noah about the emotion side of it. I think Gilmour has just as much as Waters does. I think Waters on the wall especially fails to portray emotion very hardcore on the wall.
Strong disagreeal.
He can portray emotion, it's just he's got one. Roger Waters vocally emotion, that was in a sentence, but
vocally
whatever.
Emotion.
Don't worry about that. His emotions vocally, at least outside of animals, it's just sad.
All right. Up next, Summer 68.
Would you like to say something before you leave? Perhaps you'd care to state exactly how you feel.
This has got to be Waters again.
No.
Doesn't sound like David.
It's neither of them.
I hardly even like you. I shouldn't care.
I'm not going to recognize another.
We
Wow.
met just 6 hours ago. The music was too loud. From your bed I gained a day and lost a bloody year. And I
It's Richard. Okay, thank you, Chad.
Yep, it is. And then David.
Look at Cole singing along all happy and shit.
It's another town, another girl like you.
Hell yeah.
Every time before you leave to greet another man.
I'm gonna say something that might piss off some Floyd fans, but
Please don't whisper. Like to do it. Just say it.
1 second. Wow. Heavy Beatles vibes. Heavy.
Oh, the thing is gonna happen. Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh. No, don't take that away.
Goodbye to you, Charlotte Bangles Dew.
What?
I've had enough for one day.
Has there been a prettier song ever written about a groupie before?
That was about a groupie?
As far as I'm aware, that was written about a groupie.
Okay.
That shit slaps so hard. I fucking love that song. That is so pretty. That is some of the best piano playing, some of the prettiest piano playing in Pink Floyd's discography, honestly. I mean, there's very little about this song that I don't love, honestly. I love the melody, I love the chorus, I love the lyrics, I love Richard Wright's vocal performance. Just all around great. The ending is a little odd. I don't know if it needed to be that long or if we needed that little weird um goodbye to you part. I don't know if that was needed, but outside of that, pretty damn perfect song for me. I think this is like right up there with Cymbeline and
Whoa.
Green is the Color for the best
Whoa.
song they've made so far. I'm feeling a 9.5.
Oh. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna make Noah go last on this one.
You say that like I'm gonna give it like a fucking 2.
Well, I have no idea what you're gonna give it, but I want anyway. I wanted to go next. So, okay. One thing I specifically wanted to mention was the lyrics. I actually did not like the lyrics that much, and maybe that's a very hot take or something, but I think the lyrics on this, I could not. I don't know how you. I mean, maybe you just listened to it enough times to fully understand the lyrics and that it's talking about groupie. I didn't think they really made any cohesive sense on listening. I don't listen to this. This is the second time I've ever heard the song. To me, cohesively, it didn't really follow. So if it's about a groupie, I really wasn't getting that. There was a lot of bars or lyrics that just lines that made no real sense. It was just weird type of kind of experimental proggy lines that didn't really work for me. That being said, I thought the horns were fantastic on this song. I loved the instrumental at times. I also disliked the instrument. The transitions were rough. They were the big was cool, but then it was like, oh, we're really just blasting that and holding that for like 10 seconds and then letting it go. I didn't like I thought it was cool at the start, and it should have gone away right away and then transitioned to the rest of it. But the transitions were rough. That's been a theme on this album, though. Rough transitions. I thought the mixing was far better than it has been the previous couple songs. And I have no issue with the vocalist. I mean, it was better than the previous song. 7.5. All right, Noah.
7.5.
Yes, sir.
You should have gone last. The fuck?
Well, then you can speak up for all the Floyd fans.
Well, I'm pretty much gonna just double down with Cole on almost everything. I don't think it's their best song so far.
I said it was up there. I didn't say it was the best. Top 3.
I'd probably throw it somewhere in top 5. Maybe. I'll pull it like top 7, just to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah, this song's really good. Yeah, it's got beautiful piano playing. Rick sounds great. I'm personally a fan of just the non-transition into the big horn parts. Comes out of nowhere, big boom. And I like that how they slowed it down just to do it again.
Yeah, the second time was even more annoying for me.
Second time was even cooler because I didn't expect it at all, and that part sounds great. Big fan of the horn usage on this album. I think that's why it was my favorite for a while. I will give it a 9.
All right, up next, Fat Old Son. I got caught. I'm gonna change my rating to a 7.5. Ooh, Jonathan, tough.
The bells.
And spilled my water.
Pretty sure David Gilmour plays everything on this song.
What?
Yeah. I know he plays guitar and bass, and I'm pretty sure he plays drums as well.
Thank you, Cosmic.
Distant bells, moon grass smells so sweet. By the river, holding hands, roll me up and lay me And if you see, don't make a sound. Pick your feet up off the ground. And if you hear, as the warm night falls, a silver sound from a town so strange, sing to me, sing to me. When that fat old sun in the sky is full, summer evening birds are calling.
Oh yeah, I want to go first.
So strange.
All right.
Sing to me, sing to me.
Lay it on me, Gilmy.
Oh, those drum fills are great. And the bass on this album has just been fantastic. Go for it, sir.
You see, Cole,
Oh boy.
this is the best song on the album.
No, it's not.
This is beautiful. The
Very
atmosphere
pretty
on
song.
it, the atmosphere created on it is amazing. It's so peaceful. And the lyrics are so nice and pretty, simple. And then it has one of my favorite guitar solos by Mr. David Gilmour. Very good. Heck of a song. Maybe my favorite pre-Dark Side Pink Floyd song, besides Echoes.
Ooh.
I'm feeling a 9.5.
9.5. Cole, do you want to retort?
Well, I certainly agree that it's a very pretty song. I just don't think it's quite as incredibly beautiful as Noah does. But I mean, this is definitely my second favorite song on this album. Gilmore does a great job conveying emotion on this song because he's a
Yeah.
great singer. Um,
No. Never called him bad. Called him better, actually.
Oh,
I didn't say you called him bad. I mean, yeah, really good lyrics, very nice melody. The ending maybe drags a little bit. I don't know if this needs to be 5.5 minutes long. And I wouldn't say it's one of David Gilmour's stronger guitar solos, but it's not bad. Overall, I'm feeling like a 8 to an 8.5.
8 to an 8.5. Yeah, I came into this album not really remembering most of it and having really no clue which one was going to be my favorite. And I'll be honest, I still don't know. I'm going to have to pick after we finish Alan's Psychedelic Breakfast. At the current moment, I'll say Gilmour did sing better than Waters previously. He did. I thought he sounded just more emotional on the song. Lyrics were the best on the album so far. And if my previous statement about that one song having better lyrics than maybe anything else they've written, well, this one tops that, and it might be the best lyrics they've written so far as a band up till this point. Instrumental is really good, but I have one problem with it. Cole mentioned it. It sort of falls off a little. It like blurs. It goes a little too long with the same melody and not changing it. The guitar solo is great and helps out a lot to convey more interest in the song. But outside of that, once you get past the guitar solo, it really just becomes sort of a slog to get through. A little too long, about a minute too long. That's what really kills the song a bit for me. It's gonna be an 8. All right. Well, we have made it through Adam Hart. Well, we have not finished Adam Hart Mother because we have one last song left. Alan's Psychedelic Breakfast. Cole is doing something.
Hanging up my buddy.
Cole is
I see the,
50-50 right now. Wow.
I see the Chicago Bulls banner back there. Big ups.
Am I diabetic? Not to my knowledge.
Scrambled egg, bacon, sausages, tomatoes, scrambled
I
toast,
forgot this song exists.
marmalade. I like marmalade.
Damn right we do. We do like marmalade.
First of all, that doesn't even hold a candle to the fucking oysters line.
Yeah, but that's not in a song. I mean, it's the oysters line's better, but that's not fair.
It's from Pink Floyd. That's all that's required.
Good oysters.
Boy, do I love to hear water dripping so much. It's not even remotely annoying.
It's just one strum.
God, I love this.
Bro's just lighting up.
Hard disagree there, Nature Boy. Hard disagree. It sounds like a baby's toy. That like you press a button and she starts playing this.
Sounds great.
You could call this a trap house stable.
Most definitely.
Oh my god, you bumping this in the
That's a wonderful
crib?
take. I already bump it in the crib.
This is some nerd
You
shit.
unironically play this? No.
Yeah, this is a great song.
Alright.
Big nurture rhyme guy.
It has some of my favorite instrumental sections in Pink Floyd. Particularly one near the end. Brace yourself.
Breakfast in Los Angeles.
Microbiotic stuff.
Microbiotic stuff. Microbiotic
Can you quote this without looking at it?
Good bit of it.
I hate that sound so much.
Which sound?
The sound of pouring in one ear, but
It's
not
too
the other.
close to the
It's
mic.
way too
I like
close. Okay, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I
so
swear
awesome.
on my life.
Do you like
Gulping
listening
on the
to
mic?
people gulp?
That was funny. It really doesn't bother me.
It's like you're hitting one of the most peak stress bones you can hit on me right now.
I mean, I hate hearing the sound of somebody chewing next to me. But
All this.
in a
This is
song, it
all
doesn't really
terrible.
bother me.
I hate ASMR. This is horrible.
it's not an ASMR, it just sounds.
This is like the
Oh.
definition of ASMR.
You about to start chewing.
It's just stuff that's mic'd really closely.
He's about to start chewing.
Whatever's in the right ear needs to stop pronto.
Well, it's about to get worse for you.
Oh, please. Oh,
There it
no.
goes.
Oh! No, I don't know if I can do this one, chat. I really don't. Oh, this is bad!
You're being a baby.
Oh, no.
Be a man like Cole and suffer in silence.
Oh, this is so bad.
It's really gross.
I want to die. This is horrible.
Really pretty instrumental going on.
It can't distract.
Unfortunately,
It
it's
cannot
not enough
distract.
to-
Actually, it can, because that's what I've been doing the whole time.
Oh my!
Please stop.
AT Field, you're right. He is being a pussy.
I hope he just coughs up and like.
I don't really understand the decision of that.
That was some peak
know.
stress.
I don't really understand why they would do that, what the point of that was. Because why would anyone like to listen to that? I don't understand it.
Well, it's okay, because these instrumentals are beautiful.
Oh, that
But
was peak stress right there.
why
So
even
peaceful.
have the rest of it?
No reply.
Go too close.
AT Field, even if that's the point, that doesn't excuse how shit it sounded.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't at
I
all.
don't want to hear people eat food. That's gross. Our Love channel is maybe a bit too twangy. Maybe too high pitched.
This is like, you could torture me with this. Like, seriously.
I don't mind the barrel. I like barreling the stuff in.
That shit is popping.
Work, it hurts me.
Yeah, it's annoying.
You know what I mean, John?
It's not that bad.
You sort of, when I'm driving on the road, he has a sleep. Gets ready for the gig. When I'm driving on the road, he has a sleep.
Boy, I really dislike everything that's happening right
Somehow
now.
it's getting worse.
Electrical stuff, I
It's
can't
really
do
rough.
that.
It's getting worse.
Oh boy, we're about to cook.
Could live to be 10 million years old and not have any idea why people like to listen to things like ASMR.
This is such
And
a beautiful instrumental.
I rarely agree entirely with Cole, but yeah.
Makes me
100%.
so uncomfortable. I don't know if there's anything that makes me more uncomfortable. This is nice.
Ain't it?
I've lost complete interest in this song.
You baby.
It's far too little, far too late, but
to blank.
Definitely needed this outro to be this long.
Mm-hmm. Go let the sink drain, man. You're gonna rack up that water bill, buddy. You forgot to fully turn off the sink. The fuck? Alright. There.
You know, they use this to torture people.
I don't remember.
Well,
saying.
it would do pretty bad on me, especially if they mixed up some amazing instrumentals in between.
I don't think they do. They just let water drip.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Me.
All right, Noah.
Yeah, since I have to be the breakfast defender here. Instrumentals on the sink. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. I think that is some of Richard Wright's best piano playing of their early years. I think that's the best piano playing on the album. Sounds amazing. The slide guitar work, phenomenal. It's just, it has such a nice, like, mellow feel to it. The other noises, excuse me, the other noises really don't bother me. The chewing is a little much, but besides that, I really do not care about the other stuff. And I don't know why some people care about that stuff either. Like the water going down the drain. Are you in your actual life hearing water going down the drain and fucking grimacing at the sound of that?
Yo.
Like, it's really. Then
It's too close to the mic.
That's
It's
a
not
better
the
answer than
sound.
yup.
It's
I
not the
appreciate
sound that I have a problem with. It's how closely it's mic'd. I don't want to hear anything that close.
Well, disagreed, but that was a solid explanation of as why you dislike it. I appreciate that. I am feeling a nice 8.
Cole, go.
What?
I said Cole, go.
That's what I thought you said. I did not hear you. I will agree with Noah that I'll agree to an extent. The instrumental parts where there's not all the other stuff going on, they're nice. I wouldn't really call them gorgeous or beautiful, but they're pleasant. They're decently pretty. Maybe a bit unremarkable and not as memorable as certain other moments on the album for sure. But they're nice. Boy. I mean, I don't know what it is about it specifically, but that was just so, like, ASMR-esque. And for whatever reason, anytime I hear something that is that closely mic'd, I'm wildly uncomfortable. There are few, if any, things in the world that make me as uncomfortable as ASMR. I find it physically unnerving. I don't know why. I don't have any control over it. It's not up to me. But yeah, I hate every other part of this. I hate the sound of it cooking. I hate the sound of the water. I loathe the sound of him chewing. I think that's disgusting. Yeah. I wish I liked this more, but those things just annoy the absolute hell out of me, and the rest of the song is not anywhere near good enough to justify it being 13 minutes long. Unfortunately, I am glad that I probably don't ever have to listen to that song again, because I don't like it. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Way too generous. So I will second everything Cole just said and more about this song. For those who've been watching for a long time, know I hate when it doesn't even matter if it's noise or anything. When somebody's like right here in your ear, whispering or talking or just like right there, especially if it's on the one side of the ear, it bothers the absolute fuck out of me. I hate it. I hate the ASMR noises throughout this entire thing, and they only got louder and they only got worse. It was like it took everything. It's like, let's crank it up to 100 and do it harder and right. I mean, just dagger pointing right at your ear. I would never listen to this again. Even if you paid me, I probably wouldn't listen to this again. It'd have to be a fair amount of money. There is not one redeeming factor about this. Even the last 3 minutes don't make up for anything. If you put the last 3 minutes as a song by itself, sure, I'd listen to this. Everything else is horrible. I hate it. I can only be honest. And so this is a 0. I hate this song.
Okay.
I hate it with a disgusting passion of 1,000 burning suns.
Overreaction of the century.
Ever listen to this. All right, but we got to move on. It's final rankings time. That was Adam Hart Mother. Well, let me say, but if you've never been here before, what we do, final rankings, name our top 3 songs on the album, get the album a 1 to 10 ranking, and then place it in the discography, since we are doing the whole Pink Floyd discography of what we have listened to so far. Noah, since you seem to be the biggest fan of this, you can go first.
Sure. So we are going to go at number 3. I will go Adam Hart Mother. At 2, I'll go Summer 68. At 1, give me that fat old son. I've been really underrating this album, apparently. This is a heck of an album. Incredibly consistent.
First, it's your favorite Pink Floyd album, and then it's like 8th, and now you're like, this thing is underrated.
You said before the stream
I said it was my
top
favorite
5.
Yeah, and I said it was my favorite after like a year of being into the band. That was a long time ago.
A bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, God, I forgot the incredible quality of these songs. Big fan. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling a 9.
Wow.
9 is insane.
Now I get to rate. The discography.
You do.
Okay. In last place at number 5, so of course, Umaguma Amagama, however you say it. Fifth, that was at 4th, More. 3. 3 is Piper. 2, Saucerful of Secrets. And number 1, as of this album, Adam Hart Mother, number 1.
Wow. Okay, very interesting takes. All right, Cole, you're up.
Number 3, I'm gonna go with the title track. 2, Fat Old Son, and number 1, Summer 68. Overall, I mean, I think this is a very solid album. I think there's plenty of really, really good, I mean, even a couple, like Summer 68, I think is an amazing song. I think there's a lot of really, really good moments here. I would say that the last song does drag it down for me a little bit. And I feel like this album, more than any of their albums before this, is I can hear a lot of potential. I hear the most potential with this album, as opposed to any other album they've made so far. Specifically, with just like consistency and having it not go down. And this is probably the first album where I haven't given a song like lower than a 3 or something. Yeah, I mean, it's solid. I don't think it's incredible. I don't really think it's underrated. I think it's decently fairly rated. I'd probably give this album like a 6.5 to a 7.
6.5 to a 7. And the discography.
Number 5 is Umaguma. It's easy because that album sucks ass. Number 4 is going to be Piper That Gets It Done. Number 3 is going to be Saucerful of Secrets. Number 2, More. And number 1, Adam Hart Mother.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, this is going to be the first Pink Floyd album that I vary from you guys tremendously. All right. So my number 3 is going to be Summer 68. My number 2 is going to be Adam Hart Mother, and my number 1 is going to be Fat Old Son. Overall, I actually came into this album the first time I had listened to it. Cole led me to the first time I listened to it. I remember Cole saying that he didn't like this album very much. It was just okay, and I listened to it and I was like, this is better than I thought it was going to be. That was about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago now. This is the second time I listened to it. It has gone down, actually. As Noah said, the listen made it go up a bit, maybe. For me, it's gone the opposite. I think I overrated some songs previously. I thought Fat Old Sun was probably the best, and the title track is good. I certainly didn't enjoy Summer 68 as much as I have been before, and If really got to me a bit vocally more than it did previously. I thought there were some very good moments that you can definitely tell Pink Floyd's future sound is going to be like, especially so you can hear it on Dark Side sometimes, or yeah, you can hear their future sound like on Dark Side and other albums that is coming up. You can definitely hear them growing into their own a little bit, the first major steps towards that, and they will continue in metal as well. But for the most part, I think they take a lot of bad decisions on some of these songs that really lower it from being like 9 or 10s to, in some cases, 8, 7.5s and lower. Overall, I will give this album a 6. Not my cup of tea. Certainly didn't help that I gave Alan Psychedelic Breakfast a 0. Ends on a 12-minute bummer for me, so that is that. And then the discography ranking. So number 5 right now is actually going to be Uma Guma. 4 is going to be Adam Hart Mother. Not a fan. Not as high up, at least. 3 is going to be More. 2 is going to be Piper, and 1 is going to be Saucer. That is my current Pink Floyd discography rankings. No, it seems to.
More is better than this. What the fuck?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's such an awful opinion.
I
Holy
definitely
shit.
think Moore's a
What
little
did
bit
you
better.
give Piper when we reviewed it?
Let me check. Let's go take a look-see.
She just gave this a 6. And you
I
said Piper
gave-
was better.
5.5 to 6. Okay, I guess this would be above Piper then. So what did I give? Where I put this? 4. And so flip Piper and this. So 3. This becomes a 3. Piper's a 4. So there you go.
Still a bad list.
Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of misfires for me, especially that last song. It could have been like a 7 without that last song. Definitely drops it, the whole thing. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy our Adam Hart Mother album review and reaction. That was Pink Floyd's 5th studio album. The next Pink Floyd album is Metal, right?
Yep.
And we take, I think, a big step up will be, there's some metal fans here, speaking specifically to, I know Cole loves metal quite a lot, so we'll have some
might go off on I might have a bit of a tangent on one of the songs.
Yeah,
I know which one it is.
He might just, but
I mean, because me and Noah might spend 20 minutes on one song.
Oh, we will.
And then I'm going to have my own little tangent on a different song.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Metal's gonna be a doozy.
Stick around and subscribe at least for the metal reaction, because I know for a fact these two have some heavy opinions about that album for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Our next stream and video should be the next Radiohead album. Are we at 6?
Hail to the Thief.
Hail to the Thief from Radiohead. So that'll be coming up on the next stream. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe down below. Hit the bell if you want to get notified when we go live and do these on stream. We do all our album reviews on stream. Also, join our Discord. Follow us on Twitter. We'll see you in the next video.